The main quest of a lover is to find his soulmate, and all of us has this energy of a lover that is inescapable. Welcome to St. Hosea Hermitage. This is your Kuya Mel, continuing with our recollection, Love, Sex, and Betrayal. Kamusta na kayo? We already discussed about attachment and sexuality, and I gave you an assignment to look into the lover in you. The question I asked you was to reflect on what kind of a lover are you? Are you bringing wholeness or fragmentation? Sa aking panimula, sinabi ko na lahat tayo ay mayroong energy of the lover at walang makakasira diyan. It is part of our genetics. Otherwise, baka may problema sa ating brain function. Ang assumption, all of us have the lover, the potential to be a lover in us, or already the lover that you are. So what kind of a lover are you? Robert Moore, a Jungian analyst, identified the lover archetype as the energy in us that seeks to connect with our mothers. I might say it seeks to connect to the child's first intimacy. At kanino nga ba? Robert Moore was studying about male archetypes where the lover is one of these. But feminists also consider the lover as a feminine archetype. They usually quote Toni Anna Wolff, a Swiss Jungian and collaborator of Carl Jung, who wrote 4 types of feminine psyche, particularly her writings on the archetype of feminine hetaira, which embodies sensuality and passion. The full expression of the lover archetype is expansive. It doesn't have strong boundaries. It wants more sensuality, more feelings, joy, more creativity, and more beauty. So now let's talk about how we are as a lover. I know you did a journal on this, but let's review and reflect what you had written. We will do now a review of your reflection on how expansive your expression of a lover is. The first, when it comes to expression of your sexual desire, how are you? Like how you manage your libido, yung libog. Your attraction to those you find attractive, yung flirting behavior nyo. Second, how expressive are you with your feelings? How you express your feelings, your emotions. Third, how you spend time for entertainment. Paano mo hinahanap ang ligaya? Fourth, the way you project beauty. Beauty, the concept of beauty is also part of the qualities of the lover. And then, how you spend time to find yung happiness. And fifth, how you show your creativity. How creative are you? Because all of these are qualities of a lover archetype. Well, when it comes to sexual desires, nung bata pa ako, yan, malakas. Pero ngayon, wala, habang tumatanda ka yata, talagang umihina na yon. When I was younger, medyo flirt din ako. Like, dinadaan sa parinig, titig dyan, yung haplos, yung hipo. I was also expressive in my feelings, lalo na pag in love. Hindi kayang itago yung nararamdaman. Except when I was still couldn't accept my same-sex attraction. Talagang malakas ang pagpipigil ko noon. Kahit yung mga naging best friends ko, alam nila na may hidden feelings ako sa kanila. May isa nga nag-attempt na paaminin ako pero no effect. There was a time na sa kakulitan, naiinis na ako sa kanya at nagtago na ako. When we accidentally met, he asked me why I disappeared. He told me that he missed my company. Then inamin ko na may feelings kasi ako sa kanya noon pero nawala na, kaya I have the courage now to face him. He wanted us to be more than friends, but I refused even if I already accepted my being gay. When I had my first relationship, our intimacy was the best entertainment. Basta kasama ko siya, masaya na ako. Wala na akong ibang kailangan. Kaso sa kanya ko nalaman yung mga di maganda sa gay culture, like yung pagiging promiscuous nila. When we broke up, I was at a loss. But I was able to channel my emotions by taking care of myself, punta ako sa gym, papaganda, and then making myself beautiful para hindi naman ako masyadong malungkot, hindi ko ma-feel na ako'y sobrang sawi. So that is part of the coping of a lover. Yeah, watching movies, doing things that makes me happy. Then also, prayer meditation was able to calm me para hindi ako masyadong ma-depress dahil ako'y sawi. Creativity like dancing and singing. There was a time when I get so crazy with dancing salsa. Nagturo pa nga ako ng salsa noon eh. And also, there was a time when I became crazy also dancing hula. The energy of the lover is not just focused on its quest to find his soulmate. Hindi lamang sa mahanap ang kanyang kabiyak, but it could be harnessing his feminine side, like his boundless passion for beauty and art and creativity. Kasi yung seeking for that earliest experience of connection with his first intimacy was marked with so much passion, and it finds its full expression by tapping all his senses. The seeing, touching, hearing, smelling faculties, identifying that connection felt with much love and intimacy. Kaya nga, hanap-hanap ang intimacy na ito using all the senses, all his sensuality, to experience, re-experience again that satisfaction that was brought by intimacy. Truly, this expression of the energy of the lover in us could bring wholeness. Yet, even in this full expression, without being conscious of its shadows, the self could be led to its fragmentation. And how the self be fragmented ba? While in pursuit of that soulmate. Kakahanap kasi sa soulmate, naging collect and collect lagi, wala namang ma-select. Kasi yan sabi ng mother ko noon eh, collect and select. Kaya tuloy hindi makontento, hindi matahimik, dahil hindi makita yung hinahanap. Yan ang shadow ng lover na di makontento. Pag di ka aware, this could lead to overindulgence for pleasure that could be addictive. Bakit nga ba? That happened to me. May kakaiba kasing sensation kapag na-in love. Yung tinatawag na kilig, yung high, gusto mong makita lagi, makausap lagi. Pareho ang naramdaman ninyo sa isa't isa, may kakaibang saya na nadarama. Gusto nyo lagi nagte-text. Kapag yung kakaibang feeling na yan, kakaibang saya ang hanap mo, at kapag nawala, inaakala mo na nawala na rin yung love. And then, you will feel frustrated. And that's how I felt. When this happened to me, I could easily give up. Kapag nakabase lang sa kilig ang pagmamahal, paano kung wala na ito? There was even a time na pinagsabay ko ang tatlo sa buhay ko. But I never felt complete. Laging may kulang. Pagkatapos, lagi akong kabado na baka magkabukingan. In a way, I experienced being a narcissist myself. A narcissist is an example of one who embodied the spirit of a broken lover. Once namanhid na din ako dahil sa sunod-sunod na rin na trauma. It was during those times na naging medyo popular ako online, sa gym, at financially medyo kumikita kasi ako. I had no control of my overindulgence in sex kasi nga, I felt that emptiness within and hoping I could find the right one to fill in. Pero yun nga lang, kahit madami silang dumaan sa palad ko, walang makapagpaligaya sa akin. And the worst even come to me. Until dumating ang point na sukdulang bumagsak ako. Karma daw. Sunod-sunod na betrayal sa mga ex. Another shadow of a shattered lover is the lack of empathy. Sa sobrang sakit ng napagdaanan ko, doon lumalabas ang bitterness. Pero, how to cure a broken soul of a lover? I was basically an empath. Kaso dahil sa mga disappointments ko, I didn't realize na natatrauma na ako. The first step to cure is to become aware of the shadow, how it manifests, and why. Then, start to embrace yourself and let go. Forgive yourself, and only then you can move on. It took almost 2 decades to forgive myself from loving a wrong person or wrong persons in my life. Hindi lang kasi isa yan. Hindi ko makita ang hinahanap ko sa kanila, lalo na kapag nadiskubre ko ang pagiging palikero nila. Kasi parang ang ideal lover ko kasi is faithful. Pero wala akong makitang ganun ka-faithful. At masaklap talaga kapag feeling I betrayed. Last year, I ended my last relationship after a difficult struggle with his unfaithfulness. Nahuli ko kasi sila ng kanyang kabit. But even a year before this happened, I already felt something was wrong. It was during those times that I turned to my dance, to my hula, and I find consolation and solace. The lover in me find expression in the dances, especially with hula. And for almost a year, na-tolerate ko ang ex ko. And when I decided to let go, my dance, my prayers, my meditations accompanied me. At doon ko naramdaman na hindi ako nag-iisa. I remember my professor, Dr. Dido Villasor, a Jungian analyst, told us that the beloved is the projection of my anima, that soulmate that I have within. The challenge is to be able to accept the reality that the beloved is not my anima. When I remember this, I was very sure to myself that I really didn't want that unfaithful ex. He will destroy me. The love for him persists until now. But the person is definitely someone that I don't want to spend the rest of my life. Dati kapag ganitong frustrated ako, maghahanap na ako ng iba. When I recognize my anima, it is actually myself that I yearn to love, which I neglected for a long time. Doon ko na-realize yung kita ko na yung bagsak na bagsak ako, yung awa ko sa sarili ko, at nung ako'y nanalangin, doon ko nakita yung halaga ko. At pinangahalagan ko sarili ko, binigyan ko ng panahon ng sarili ko, inaliw ko ang sarili ko, I do things that I really love to do, and it is then that I only find peace. Since then, I began to understand my desires. My overwhelming empathy was recovered kasi dati bitter na ako, lagi akong galit. And then, nawala sa akin yung pagiging understanding. When I started to understand myself, then doon bumalik yung empathy ko. To end this session, let us recall our own shadows. Write down in your journal. Look into that lack of satisfaction. Look into that wanting for more. Look into the emptiness within. Then ask yourself, have I found a way out of this sense of being engulfed in loneliness? Then share with your mentor or share with me. Next session, we shall review your reflection on this and discuss about another level of intimacy, an intimacy with the lover within.